Hey everyone, it's Haru in Korea, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a story time about why I hated my first couple days in Korea. Okay, so that probably sounds really bad that I hated my first couple days in Korea, but I really did. Like, at first it was good. Like, I was on a 14-hour plane ride, which kind of sucked because you're kind of cramped, you can't really move around too much. So that wasn't really fun, but the people were super nice. They were giving Brianna food like every hour and like drinks like every 20 minutes. Like, it was wonderful. So I liked the food part. I didn't like sitting down for 14 hours, but it was all good. So after that, we arrived at the airport. We were there for like maybe like 4 hours, and then the group that I came with like picked us up from the airport and took us to a hotel. And the next day was good too, because we just like toured the city a little bit. So that was all good. Well, at the end of the day of touring the city, I was super thirsty, so I drank some faucet water. And I didn't think it would be a big deal because everybody's like, oh, Korean faucet water is very good, you can drink it, it's just very chlorinated. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I was super thirsty and I have ran out of the water bottles that the hotel had given me, so I just drank from the faucet. Biggest mistake ever. I went to bed that night, life was good, woke up that morning at 5 o'clock, life was terrible. Like, I ran to the bathroom, I was so sick, I was so mad. I was like, I cannot believe this is happening to me right now. And I didn't have any medicine to take, so that was kind of awkward. Like, I didn't even know what to do because I had to be ready by 9 o'clock because we were going to my university to do an orientation, and I didn't want to occupy the bathroom until 9 o'clock because my roommate for the hotel needed to use it too. And it's like really awkward at first when you're getting sick around a new person. Like, you just feel bad. Like, it happens to everybody, but like still, like, it's something that people don't talk about. Like, nobody wants to talk about that, so it's super awkward with my new roommate and me getting sick, but she was really cool about it, so that was good. So 9 o'clock rolls around, I got my body in shape. I was like, no, stomach, you're not getting sick anymore. Like, you know when you try to convince yourself that like your body's not sick but you're really sick? Like, that's what I was trying to do. So to get to the university, we had to take a bus. And buses and sick stomachs are not a good mix. Like, so we get on the bus, it's relatively crowded and it's shaking, and it was not good for me at all. I was just like trying to keep it together and make sure that I didn't like throw up on this gorgeous guy who was sitting in the seat like next to me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. Like, I couldn't imagine throwing up on a poor Korean guy. Like, as a foreigner, that would be his only thought of foreigners. Like, he would probably hate us for the rest of our lives. So like, I was really just trying to keep it together. Thankfully, the bus ride was only like 10 minutes. So after that, I like zoomed off that bus so quickly. Like, I was like, I am not getting sick next to any of these people on the bus. Like, I would probably fly back to America if that happened, because like, that would just be the worst thing ever. So we get to the orientation seminar room and life is good. I was like, okay, stomach, you're doing good so far. You haven't thrown up. Like, good job for you. So I'm sitting in the orientation room for all of 30 minutes before my stomach starts to act up again. And so like, it was so awkward. Like, I had to like awkwardly get up, and like there were these people standing next to the door, and I was like, do you know where the bathroom is? Like, and like I really wanted to just scream, do you know where the bathroom is? Because like I had to go to the bathroom like right then and there. Like, I didn't have time to like wait and be all nice and patient, but like I was really trying to like hold myself down and just be like, okay, calmly ask them where the bathroom is, even though you only have 20 seconds before you're about to get sick. So thankfully the bathroom was like right out the door. I was so happy. There are these two older women in the bathroom too, like gossiping about whatever they were gossiping about. But after I ran in there and like threw up, I'm pretty sure what they were gossiping about was me, even though I couldn't understand what they were really saying. But yeah, so that was pretty awkward. But like, Brianna didn't even care because I was just happy that I didn't get sick in a giant orientation room, because that would have been even more embarrassing. So after that, I was like, my stomach actually felt relatively good after that. I was like, okay, stomach, if that was all you had to offer me, I think I could handle that. So I went back to the orientation room and I sat through the orientation for like an hour. I was like, yes, thank you. I can finally go back to the hotel. Life is good. I can just sleep, relax. If I get sick, there's a bathroom right there. No, my program had something else planned. They decided to put us into groups of like 5 or 6 people maybe, and they were just like, okay, we're not even gonna give you a map. Go explore Seoul. These are all the things you have to do, and get back to the hotel yourself. I was like, seriously, I am sick. I am not trying to get back to the hotel by myself. I need somebody to like physically like walk me home to the hotel. But no, so I was with my group and we were exploring Seoul, and my stomach started to hurt again, but I was really trying to compose myself. Like, I was not gonna get sick in another city on the street with all these Korean people watching me. Like, I bet they'd have their cameras out recording it, like, oh, foreign girl gets sick on the street, oh. Like, no, I was not trying to do that. So it was really terrible because I hadn't eaten all day, so I was hungry, but I knew I couldn't eat because I was gonna get sick. I hadn't drank. Like, I know this is really bad, you're supposed to drink a lot of things when you're sick like this, but I didn't have anything to drink because I hadn't been to the store to buy anything yet, so I hadn't really drank anything all day. I had like one little water bottle, which I was trying to conserve, like I was on a desert island or something. But yeah, so that was not good. We walked around for like 2 hours. I felt really bad for my group because I was being a real party pooper, but I tried to have fun. I still tried to take pictures. I tried not to let them know how like terrible I felt. I also was scared that since I didn't eat all day and didn't drink anything, I was gonna pass out since we were doing all of this walking. But yeah, thankfully that didn't happen either. So we explored for a little bit, then we were thankfully able to successfully figure out how to use the bus, which I think the only reason we were able to was because we had like a Korean American and he understood Korean, which is the only way we were able to get home. Because if it was just me or something trying to figure out how to use the bus on like the second day of being in the city, I would never have gotten home. I would have passed out and died on the street. But thankfully he was there. He got us back to the hotel. The second I got in the hotel, I went to the convenience store and I bought like 7 like vitamin waters. Like, I just grabbed them all and like waddled to the front counter and like placed them on there, and like the Korean lady just kind of looked at me like, why in the world does she need all of this vitamin water? But I didn't have time to explain. I didn't care. I was just getting my vitamin water. I was about to gulp all of it down right in the store. But I made it back to my room. I drank like at least 3 of those vitamin waters. I remember calling my mom, and my mom was so scared because I like video chatted her. She's like, you look terrible. I was like, thanks, Mom. And I could tell she was really worried, so sorry, Mom, for scaring you. But yeah, like all I could think of was that I wish I was at home, because when you're sick, like, you just want somebody to take care of you. And so I wish I was back in America where I could successfully find medicine, knew where the bathrooms were at, and like was just in a comfortable environment. And I knew if I was at home, my mom would have babied me and life would have been good and I would have been taken care of. So I did have a lot of homesickness. Like, I kept thinking, like, I do not want to be in this country. I want to go home. So that was my first encounter with homesickness. But yeah, thankfully, after I called my mom, I got off the phone with her and I just went to sleep. Like, it was like 3 in the afternoon. I slept till like 11 at night, and I drank all of those vitamin waters too because I was so dehydrated. But yeah, so after I woke up, I actually felt really better. My headache was gone, my stomach didn't hurt. I felt like I was finally Korean girl sized because I hadn't eaten all day and I've been sick, but obviously still not Korean girl sized, but that's okay. But yeah, so I felt better, which was good. And I found out the next day after that too, that everybody else was getting sick, like in my program, like everybody, like people had to go to the hospital and stuff. And some people did throw up in the middle of Seoul, so I feel kind of bad for them. But yeah, so I mean, it was just kind of scary for me because I was like the first person to get sick. Like, I didn't know anybody else was getting sick. I thought it was just me. But I found out everybody who had gotten sick had drinking the faucet water. So I think that's why we all got sick. So, word of advice, if you come to Korea, even if people tell you the water is good to drink, because I think it is, just don't drink it when you first get here. Like, the different bacteria in the water or something just messed with my stomach, and apparently most of my program stomach too. So I would just highly suggest staying away from the water. But yeah, that was like my worst experience since I've been here, I think. Like, I'm having a great time now. I'm like, I love being in Korea. I'm not having those thoughts of I want to go home. But yeah, it was just those first couple days when I was sick that really just ruined it for me. But now, like I said, I'm having a great time and I'm happy to be here, and I hope you enjoyed my story time of why I hated my first couple days in Korea. So if you enjoyed that video and would like to see more videos, please click the subscribe button and I will see you next week.